So we
Man,
are live. We are live. We are live. Hi, everyone. And if you were on earlier, a little bit of technical difficulty. We're not going to get into it. We gave a whole lesson on Mercury in retrograde, but Google it. Google it. We're not about to do all of that again. Woo, child. We are here. Hello, dear.
hello again. Hello again.
Hello again. I need some yoga in my life right
It's
now.
wild, right?
Oh,
This is a wild thing. Mm-hmm. It's
yes,
real.
so it's real. It's real. But we're here. We persevere. We
That's
persevere.
right.
We're all about. That's what we're all about here. We're gonna make a lesson out of everything. But I'm
That's
so
right.
happy to be here again, again with you guys with Dia Johnson. Dia is our yoga instructor at Bloom Transformation Center. Third Sunday of every month, she's there. And if you've experienced your class, you know what a treat it is. I tell people all the time, it's like a spiritual moment for myself. Especially, and you know this, people who pour into others, and that's basically what you do all the time when you can be poured into, and that's what you do. You pour into individuals that's there. So it's not just yoga, whatever you thought, say, oh, yoga, that may not be your thing. It's yoga and so much more.
Mhm.
In addition to what you give us, it's a meditation, it's yoga, it's a sermon in a sense, a spiritual sermon about self and about honoring self. And that's what it's so I think just resonates with so many of the ones that come and continue to come to this class because it's honoring of self. It's honoring of self. So class this Sunday, and I'm going to let Dia talk about it, but we have our class coming this Sunday with the yoga and sound healing. And this class is the class on partners. And I'm going to let you take it away. We showed a few pictures before we got started of some of the partner class. That was in February the last time.
I think it was March, February or
March.
March.
Yeah,
Yeah.
March.
February.
Amazing. And you don't have to have a partner. You can
No,
come alone. You can come
no.
alone. Yeah, if you bring someone, a friend, you take it over because tell them what the whole ideal of this whole connections class and this particular theme of this class, the partnership, is all about.
So this, like you said, this is class. This is a class in the series that we do every third Sunday. But this particular one we introduced back in February or March. And it was really just a way to play around with the idea of connection, right? Because that is what our class is all about. And in our typical class, we focus on connecting to ourselves so that we can, resonate and have better connections to others. So in this particular class, we use partner yoga to work with communication. I mean, connection, communication, and compromise. So it's really this idea of using mindful movement, um, intentional breath, and to compromise and communicate with others. So who are the others? The others can be anyone that you want to communicate and compromise and connect with. So last class we had parents and children, we had friends, we had romantic partners, we had, so it doesn't, there's not a way that this has to look. You just kind of think about who do I want to communicate with and connect and compromise with. The class is super, super light and fun. So it's very, very accessible to beginners, right? We have a light yoga practice. There's lots of laughing and falling in and out of things, but it's really just this exercise of what does it mean to use touch, what does it mean to use, again, movement and breath to communicate with another person? In some cases, people that if you bring someone with you, and in some cases, somebody that you may not know well that you meet in class. So all of that is fine. In both classes, I float around. I'm everybody's partner in this. On this particular dance, right? So, and that's just to really make sure that everybody is accessing the poses safely and in a way that best benefits their body, because we all know everybody's bodies is different. So what's going on one side of the room may need to look very different on the other. So I kind of move around to make sure that everybody is maximizing those poses and getting the best out of them. And then, of course, the class ends with our typical sound healing experience, which will be the full sound meditation practice. And then, we break for fellowship and refreshments. And it's a really good time to connect and kind of laugh and talk about all of the shenanigans we just had on our mats.
Yes,
So
yes.
that class is going to happen every quarter. Um, like I said, we did it in February or March of this year, and it was such a good time. Several people reached out and was like, I would really like to do that again. I didn't know what to expect. So this time I'd like to. So we're bringing it back. And then I think we'll probably just do it, do it every quarter.
Yes, sounds good. Now, what can a person expect when they leave? What? And I know everyone's different, like you said. And you always tell people to mind your own mat because everybody's experience. But is there some general things that people will more than likely leave with?
It is my intention. It is my intention for you to leave with a feeling of connection first to yourself in the body that you live in, which will allow you to experience a deeper connection to those around you. It is my intention that you will feel both energized and relaxed based on the movements that we incorporate, the breath work that we incorporate, and the very intentional use of sound therapy, right? There is a very relaxing component and a very energizing component. It is my intention that you experience both. It is my intention that you laugh and talk and make a friend, because that typically is how it works. And that you have a really good start to your week, right? That you give yourself a couple hours to really pour into yourself, to start your week and have a restful, energizing experience. That is, that is what I would want for everybody that comes to the class.
Yes, I love it. And I always say, how I can tell when a person's like vibration has been raised in any type of setting, they never want to leave.
That's right. We have that. That's one of the reasons we moved the class from 10 to 9:30.
Yes,
because we linger. Yes.
Yes. And we never. They don't want to leave, and you understand why? Because it feels so good. You're mindful. You're focused. You're conscious, and these are things. You're in the moment, and these are things that we rob ourselves of usually 7 days of the week. We are just our minds are in future focus or past focus, but in this class, this allows us to give our bodies permission to do what it wants to do, and that's to be present, to be in the moment, to connect with self. So it's always
you don't really realize how much you need that until it happens, right? When it happens, then it's like, oh, this was great, and it's kind of those are the comments we really get pretty much all the time. It's like, I didn't know I needed it until it happened.
Yes.
And to be clear, shout out to the people who come to this class regularly, because we have really been able to cultivate a really good environment of souls. Rochelle is always there sending that big love energy. Mm-hmm. She is always supportive. And there's so many others that are consistently in the class who support sound therapy, sound healing, and in the Bloom family space.
Yes.
And then those who return to the class time and time again have really started to cultivate a community of connection. And you feel it when you come.
You feel it. And I love the fact, and thank you for saying Bloom family space, because once you come to Bloom, you're part of the family.
Yes.
And so if you have any reservations, I know oftentimes individuals will feel, well, I don't know anyone there, or I'm I'm by myself and I may feel out of place. You will not feel that way. You are welcome. You will connect with someone. You will connect first and foremost with yourself. And it's just an energy and frequency and vibration that's in that space, when we do the yoga, when we do the sound healing, that you can't be necessarily described in words, but everyone feels it. Everyone feels it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So come and vibrate higher, get your stretch on this Sunday, 9:30 a.m. BloomTransformationCenter.com is where you can sign up for this class. You can follow Dia on all the social media sites, Dia Johnson, A Life Aware. That's what I apologize. I didn't put the Life Aware down there. But
that's okay. You can find me at A Life Aware on, if you don't find me as Dia Johnson, you'll definitely find me as A Life Aware.
A Life Aware, AWARE, A Life Aware. Yes. So thank you, Dia. Looking forward to seeing you Sunday. Everyone get your tickets now, because this class does sell out. This class does sell out. We usually
we've been getting really creative with making more space, but we got people in the hallway. We might have to
tell you this. I had someone that came last time, and she reached out to me and she said, I just want to let you know I had a vision of you in a larger space, with different classrooms and things. And I told her, thank you. I received that. because it's great. It's great to kind of just be outgrowing your space. Your space. So I appreciate you, and I appreciate everyone that has just come into the classes, this class and all the other classes, and we look forward to seeing you in the near future. But you can come in Sunday and just get, again, that stretch on, get your vibration on, and just fellowship with some just amazing people. Thanks, Dia.
Thank you. Have a good rest of the week. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.